Hey everybody, this is Cappy from Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel and would like for you to like, follow, and share. We got some good stuff coming up for you. Welcome. I am back in our recording studio. Peter's behind the camera. Say hey, Peter.
Hey.
There's his hand. He's for real.
Hey, it's on a tripod. I can actually come and say hello.
You actually could come in.
Hey, but you know what?
You'll have to be shorter.
But you know what?
You'll be too short.
It'll cut me off.
It'll cut you off. I'll stand up on my tippy toes.
Hey, everybody. I got my spring haircut.
Hey, look, we matched.
Shaved.
Look at us.
Today's Oxblood Monday.
Is that oxblood?
Yep.
Boy, that's like point on. We did good. Okay. So yeah, we do that every time. Every week we color coordinate. It is kind of funny though when we have staff, and sometimes they'll have 4 or 5 of us come in and we'll all be wearing navy or we'll all be wearing black or whatever. It is a little funny how that works. It is a weird thing. But okay, so I'm back in the recording studio and I want to talk to you about something that if you haven't heard this is coming to Indiana, then you must be living under a rock. Because wow, the All Indiana State Shop Hop is just so exciting. We're excited to have one in our state, and this is a real fun project that we put together. This is when you go to all the different shops, you get one of these squares, and so they give us this printed on a panel, and we stitched it, or actually Jessica, she stitched it down for us, and we're going to hang this in our entryway, and we're going to encourage you to put pins in the places where you stop at all the shops. But this is all the shops that were participating this year. That's a lot of shops. I mean, wow.
Is it 54?
53 or 54, I forget which. But that's a lot of places that are going to be, you can go in Indiana.
Now, you know what I like about Yoder Department Store?
I love Yoder Department Store.
Shoes and food.
Shoes, well, I can hear the food. But yeah, the shoes. I buy a lot of shoes up at Yoder's. If you haven't been there, you should go. But anyway, so this is the quilt.
Oh, wait, what's the store that has the Italian mocha espresso pot that says coffee?
Okay, you pointed out.
They're Grandma and Me Quilton. Sewing, coffee, and chocolate is all I need. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I'm there. I'll go there. All right. So that's a fun thing. And then each shop has a little hopper, and that's this little girl in this little basket here. Chair. I'll put her up like this. Is that all right?
Yep.
Good? Okay. So this is our little hopper, and the game is she'll be hidden somewhere in the store, and you'll have to find her. And so we have named her, actually Lenine named her. Peter wanted to name her Jessica Rabbit, but we
Well, Jessica said absolutely not, because that was her name. Because I love the movie where the main character is Jessica Rabbit, and she wants to be like an investigator bunny. And then I said, okay, well, we'll just name it Peter Rabbit.
There you go. But no, because she's wearing a little dress, and when you get here, you'll have to see her buttons are shrinky dink buttons, and it has a flamingo on it. It's so cute.
Well, didn't Jessica sew the dress?
Yeah, and she English paper pieced this little dress, and then she has a crocheted collar, lace collar. We had to give her a name. We had to give her clothes. So Lenine named her Harriet, like a Harriet. So she'll be around, and she's one of the things. In each shop, there's a different hopper, and there's a little thing you scan, and then you send in to enter to win. So the All Indiana State Shop Hop has got lots of things, and I did this back here because I can't take her out there yet. She's kind of like not supposed to be seen. And
somebody's in the back peeking in.
Oh, somebody's peeking in. All right, well. Shame. But yeah, she's supposed to be not seen yet. So we've got her hidden in the back, and we're going to when this shop hop starts May 1st, then we'll start putting her out each day and you guys can find her. And when you find her, you take a picture, you send it to the QR code to register to win, and you're entered for prizes. And that's the thing, man, they're giving some really cool prizes. They're giving away all kinds of gift baskets, and the vendors have come forward. A lot of our vendors that we purchase from are providing things. I know there's sewing machines, it's really cool. So, you want to be participating in the All Indiana Shop Hop. We do have the magazines available that have the passports in them. That's the best way to go, is to buy one of those magazines, because then you get the passport and you get all the stuff that comes in the magazine, which is a map of all the different shops in Indiana, as well as patterns. You get 6 patterns, and for the price of the pattern, or for the price of the magazine, it's worth just 1 pattern. So you want to get in on that. So I hope you come see us and be watching. We're going to put this in our entryway. So this will be hanging up there, and then we're going to give you, I don't know if we'll give pins, we'll give something to mark which shops you've gone to in the state, so we can track where all you guys are going. So looking forward to this. And now we're going to go out and look at some more fabrics, so when you come to that hop, you'll know what to buy. Stay tuned. I'm back in the yarn department, and we've got a class going on back in our patients room. So if you've ever been in here, you know we've got several rooms in the facility where you can take breaks and kind of relax. Our patients classroom is back in this corner. It's just about for 10, maybe 12 people at the most, just seated. Around the corner back behind me here is the Joy classroom. We can put up to 25 people in there pretty comfortably, but not with sewing machines. That's kind of just a stitching class. If you have sewing machines, looking 12 to 15, something like that. And then we have our newest room is our always waiting room, which is right here. And this is also used as a classroom sometimes, but mainly it's for those of you who come in with those shoppers who need a place to relax. We filmed out of it last week. It was kind of fun to just sit in there and take it easy.
If you get sensory overload and you need a place to just kind of hang out.
Yeah. Yeah,
because people that shop here, they always come in and say, wow, this place is huge. There's so much to look at. I can't take it all in. I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Right, and that's the way it feels sometimes, because we have a lot going on, a lot of samples and things. So anyway, that's kind of the lay of the land here. We hope you come in and enjoy spending time with us. But if you're like, where'd all the chairs go? They're in here now. Just come on in and have a seat. But I'm also standing here with this really cute sample I wanted to show you that Janet just knitted up. These are a couple little baby booties. Look at these little precious things. Aren't they just
Those are
adorable?
Really pretty.
Yeah, and you know, baby booties are a really good start to learn some basic how to make socks.
That's the new yarn we got.
Yes. So, and Janet can be very appropriately particular about what yarn she uses for what. And she loved this yarn. So that's a real good plus in my world. Lots of colors in this, really super nice price point, and this is going to be machine washable. So that's an awesome, awesome, awesome way to go. Just wanted to let you know we did have a sample made out of this. And then I got another sample to show you. I'm going to step over here.
And I think on that yarn we got like 20 colors.
Oh yeah, we've got lots of colors in this. Lots of colors. And good price point. Now it is a DK, so it's a fairly fine yarn, but and I know a lot of you are working with chunkies right now, but we have plenty of chunkies available too. But if you're doing a finer knit project, this is going to be your go-to. Then I got a sample to show you. So local yarn shop day is also coming, and that's going to be available still to purchase by the time you see this video. It's a $5 registration fee. It's this Saturday, April 26th. No, 2 Saturdays. Oh my gosh, it's almost here.
Oh my God, it's almost here.
It's almost here. So it's not this coming Saturday when you see this video, it'll be the next Saturday. So it's the 26th of April.
I gotta dust off my spinning wheel
Yes, you
and
do.
oil my bobbins.
That's right, because Peter's
Card
gonna be
my
here.
fiber.
There you go. Peter's going to be here spinning, and that's spinning a wheel making fibers. He's not going to be just spinning, but he does kind of do that too. But yeah, he'll be here spinning, and we'll have Janet Vodder's going to be here teaching classes on some knitting techniques. We'll have Kayla Danforth's going to be here doing a crochet technique. Karen Garlinghouse is going to be here doing some teaching some classes too on some Tunisian crochet, I believe. And Jessica's going to be doing needle felting. And Sharon and Sarah Rayco, they'll be here from Willy Cool Fibers. They're going to have some demos going. I mean, it's going to be a really big day.
Full house.
Full house. We've already got a lot of reservations. We did open up a few more spots because we were almost at our sellout point. So we did open some more spaces. What I'm telling you is, if you want to come, because holy moly, You pay $5 to get in, and then your $5 you get back in a coupon and in a little goodie bag to use in the store. So, and then there's door prizes in addition to that. So it's really for bang for your buck. It's going to be the best thing going. We want to see you come to that because I think Locals Yarn Shop Day this year is going to be really spectacular. We had a whole group of ladies come together to put it together for us, and they've done a great job. So kudos to our staff again for a great job that they do in creating that. So that's the yarn world right now. We're getting more yarn in all the time. We are increasing our yarn department. So you'll see more cubbies turning up and more yarn showing up. So come see what we've got. Lots of fun there. And then I want to show you this before we go any further. This is a quilt from what's called the Sparkle Society. Peter likes this one. This one's kind of got his name on it. And this, up a little more?
Yeah, just so they can see the whole thing.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Can you see?
Yes, I love it.
It's a great quilt. And it goes together really interesting. So I'm going to show you the back because, you know, it's all about the quilting. So this has a really cool star pattern, all over star pattern that Jessica did for us. And what's really fun about this is it's a class. Now you can buy the book and just the kit if you don't feel like you want to have the class. Some people are kind of wanting a beginning quilting or just kind of some hand holding. We don't make the whole quilt obviously in the class, but what I do is walk you through the specific blocks. This is a class where you do bring your sewing machine. I do some lecture classes, but this is actually in person. And it's coming this Saturday. I think there was maybe 2 openings still left in that class. And then there's 2 more quilts after this one that we'll be doing with this series. So you don't have to be, I say series, but you don't have to be in all the classes. You can come and go as you please, but they're once a month and they're usually on the 3rd Saturday. So if you want to come take a class, learn how to make this quilt, we've got that opportunity for you. So that's all I'm going to say about back here. Now we're going to go up front and look at fabric because we got some new stuff in. Yummy, yummy. So I'm out front in the fabric part of the store. We were back in yarn. We were in the kind of in the middle there where we have our always waiting room. And now I'm up by the fabric department where machines is just up around the corner there. So if you're looking for a machine, we have those too. But this fabric just came in from Moda. I love Moda. It's one of my favorite companies. And this is from Corey Yoder. So it's called A Bloom. So just so you know, we got another line that's going to have a very similar name. So if you're looking for this, it's the capital letter A, Bloom, all one word, A Bloom. So in any case, look at this plaid here. Look how pretty that is. It's a soft peach with kind of a Kelly green sort of color and a little aqua in it. I would never have thought those 3 together, but boy, is that pretty. Lots of fun fabrics in this.
I like on that one too, all the variation of the different widths of line.
Yeah, yeah.
And textures. The lines look like they're kind of like hashed, like what am I trying to say? Cross stitch?
Cross stitch, yeah, they do look like cross stitch.
So it breaks up the solidness of the line.
Yeah, it's a pretty piece. If you've seen Corey Yoder before, you know everything's very tranquil. Now we're all in, of course we have the mini charms, we have the 5-inch charms, and we have the 10-inch layer cake. So you get all 3 sizes. And we've got a pattern, this is really a lovely pattern called Handiwork, 68 by 85. It uses those 10-inch squares. So you just cut them down a little bit and you can use those 10-inch layer cake to do that, which is really nice. You can always buy the fabric and just do it that way, but a layer cake gives you one of everything in the line. It makes it really fun and quick to make a quilt. This is a lovely quilt.
Okay, I'm going to catch you off guard. Are those blocks piece that are mixed in with the big blocks?
I got a suspicion that the stitched blocks are created with the use of the panel.
Ah, there's a panel. Okay.
Well, now where's the panel?
Have we gotten it yet? We'll have to research that.
It doesn't require, yeah. So there is a panel. It's probably in the back being cut. We'll have to find that.
Probably.
Probably. All right, so that's A Bloom by Corey Yoder. We're all in on that. Now I'm going to go around the corner here and I'm going to show you another one. Remember, A Bloom. A Bloom. Hey, so now we're around the corner from where we were from the other fabric. This is called Super Bloom. So the last one was A Bloom. This is Super Bloom. all one word again. So when you're looking these up on the website, you're going to be sure you get the right names if you're placing an order for them. But this one, if you saw our video from last week, these were the cross-stitch kits that we showed you. The real pretty one with the butterfly, and there was one with some flowers, and then there was a cover for a sewing machine. That is this same fabric designer. Her name's Robin Pickens. And that fabric, those cross-stitch things, were designed to go with this fabric. So I love when we have that crossover. But this is Robin Pickens. Here's a kit. Look how lovely this kit is. I'm loving that. Those are pieced blocks. They're not applique, folks. Those are pieced. So don't freak out when you see it. But boy, that would be fun to make. I just think that's a really pretty quilt. This will go home with Kathy. She loves Robin Pickens. And then, of course, we've got the mini charms, the charms. The mini charms, the layers. So it looks like Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. That's what you got right there. And then here's Goldilocks rolling along. This is a jelly roll right here. And these are 2.5-inch strips with the fabric. I love these. I actually needed something that used the mini charms, and I used these instead. It worked perfect. It was really fun. So there's that. Thank you, Robin, for designing another fabulous line. We love it. And just the full color range. I love the navy with these brights. Look at this. Look at this. That's just, look how pretty that is.
That is so beautiful with those cone flowers and the poppies.
Yep.
And the flutterbys.
It's very pretty.
And what are these called? The black-eyed, what are they?
Black-eyed Susans, maybe?
Black-eyed Susans.
I don't know. But it sure is pretty. I love it. So another great fabric line from Robin Pickens. It is from the Moda company. We got a couple more to show you, but we actually have to go to the back because we're still cutting off of those. They haven't even set the floor yet, so this is super secret.
And what are we going to the back to look at?
2 different fabric lines. One is, well, let's just say it has wings. Okay, here we are. These are pretty big.
Yeah.
They're very big. So we're in the back room again with Deborah. And say hi, Deborah.
Hi.
When you guys call, this is Deborah. She's our in-store shopper, and she cuts kits and manages samples, and you do lots.
I do lots.
She does lots. We keep her busy in the back room. And she can knit. She makes quilts. She can work in the sewing machine department. She's kind of, you're girl everything. Girl everything for sure. But these are in the back room. She's still cutting the kits for these. We had to show you. I said wings. I said it had wings. It has wings. And this is the Emerald in the Beginning fabric line by Jason Yenter. And this is called Emerald Rain. And so he did a dragon series before that had, I think they were gold. I think they were a golden color. And so now he did these in green. And we expect this to be gone in a heartbeat. Last time we had this come in, it went really fast. And what the pattern is with it is this right here. Tell me when we got it in focus the way you like it.
Closer.
Closer.
Very good.
Okay, so this finished quilt is 89.5 by 107. Holy camole. I think it's probably one of the biggest quilts I've ever seen. But it is so beautiful. Deborah and I aren't tall enough, and we weren't wide enough to get it in the photograph, but Peter tried to get one. We'll have it hanging in the shop. Matter of fact, it'll cover the whole front of the shop. It's such a big quilt. But it goes together fairly simply in that it's panel. There's 2 different panel parts. You're cutting big chunks. So you end up with something that big, not because you're making 4 gazillion half-square triangles, but because you have big pieces to work with. So there won't be a lot of fabric left when this goes to kits because, as you can see, we've got fabric bolts down here, and there's just not a whole lot left. So
we have 5 kits. We cut 6, but one is out.
Oh, one's already. So we've cut 6. We cut 6 kits to make that quilt, as you saw it. We already sold 1. I think they'll be gone quickly. So there's 5 kits left. If somebody wants to buy all 5, you can. And they're getting ready to go into the system. So this is going to be a gorgeous quilt. I think anybody.
And we have some panels left. I mean, you could just take a panel and put a border and quilt it.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it that big.
You wouldn't have to, and we'll still have some of the go-withs to go with it. So, but see, look at this one. She's all gone. She's all gone. And there's a little bit of border print left. So yeah, you're gonna, if you want it, get it quick because it's gonna go fast. And then the other fabric that's back here, but we're not going to show you, is the Indiana State fabric. She's cutting those kits too. If you order one of those Indiana State quilt fabrics cut, she's got that as well. All right. We got to announce our winner. I'm just going to stay back here rather than go farther. So I showed you this cute little mini charm pack last time from the Ruby Star Society called Catnap. This fabric hasn't even arrived in stores, and it won't arrive until later on this year. But I wanted to give somebody a chance to make something out of it. And so Peter went through and read all your comments, and oh my goodness, wasn't it fun to hear?
Yes, there were so many good ones.
If you don't know what to do with mini charms, matter of fact, I ought to get that as a list and say, here's some ideas for mini charms. It'd be a great list of things.
Oh, that would be.
Because you guys had some really, really good ones. But the one that really kind of got us that we thought was, and Peter picked. If you don't like to pick, you can talk to Peter. But the girl that
because I'm Peter Piper.
That's right, and he doesn't care. He picked
a peck of
pickled peppers. That's not Peter Piper. Peter Piper.
Isn't Peter Piper?
I don't know.
Picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Well, I suppose you are correct. I don't know.
So I guess
the pickle jar.
So I guess I have to be the picker.
You have to be the picker. Okay. Well, point of the story is the winner is Dana Coleman, 54270. She was talking about making an I Spy quilt, and that is perfect. These are such little pieces that you could just spy and find things in them. So those will be waiting for you in our orders department. Contact Deborah that you just met in orders at alwaysinstitches1.com, and she can help you get that present to you, whether we mail it or whether you pick it up, just so we know that you've got it. And then I got another one to give away. Another mini charm. This one is another line that'll be coming in the fall. This is called Parlor from, and you can't even see anything of it. I'm just not even going to show you enough to show what it is.
Looks like it's floral.
It is. It's floral. It's really pretty. So this is another one that I want to give away to somebody. So we talked about mini charms and we talked about quilt labels. Let's talk about what you do when you give somebody a quilt and they don't want it. See? Isn't that awful?
That's awful.
I know, but have you ever, you know how some people are quilt worthy and some people aren't?
Yes.
So I want like interesting solutions. This is your challenge. I'll give this away to whoever can come up with a solution. How do you gracefully say, I want my quilt back because I'm not going to let you use it for underneath your car to collect oil?
Yeah.
So how do you handle that?
My mother made one for my daughter-in-law, and when they moved, she put it in the trash. And they lived in my mother's house.
Oh, see, that's so sad.
It didn't match anything that she had.
Oh, okay, so this is, how do we solve the non-quilt worthy problem of when you give somebody a quilt, how do you make them understand the value? I mean, you can't buy the materials, take the labor time to get the quilt done and finished completely for $1,200. I mean, truly, by the time you figure the labor and everything involved, that's the value of a quilt. So how do you, if somebody says, well, what are quilts worth? How do you handle that? And how do you, when you give them a quilt and they're like, oh, thanks, and it ends up in the garbage, how do you deal with it? So that's kind of a sad challenge, but at the same time, I'm curious because it happens all the time. So that's it for this week. It's summertime and things are slowing down, but I think when we get to the All Indiana Shop Hop the next couple months in May and June, it's going to be busy. We may not even have time for what's new. We may just like run through and say, come to the Shop Hop. That'll be the whole story.
Yeah, if we're missing an action for 2 months, it's because of the All Indiana Shop Hop.
From what we hear, it's supposed to be pretty busy. So we're looking forward to having you in the shop if you're coming for that. And if you aren't coming for that, come anyway. We got lots of fun classes going on. Check the site for that if you want to sign up. Or if you've seen something here that you're interested in, call Deborah. 317-776-4227. She'll help you get where you want to go and how you're going to get there. She's smiling behind me. And meanwhile, just have a great stitchy week wherever you are. And happy stitching. Bye-bye.